Hello, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon everyone. I welcome all of you to the most comprehensive exam preparation app, that is BYJU'S app on YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe. Please join fast. And let us start the discussion on last 75 days plan. Let me tell you a few things. See, this is not just how you can become topper in last few days. It's not like that. It is about if you are really determined about, if you are really determined about your examination, then how you can maximize, what plan or strategy you should adopt at this time period, depending on whatever you have covered and what is your goal, you can go for it. So let us start now. All of you, please do not forget to like and share. Do not forget to like and share. Hello Sanjay, good afternoon. Although more than 75 days are available, but let us go for just last 75 days plan, what we will do exactly. This is my small introduction, and tomorrow also I will be taking class on deep foundation. Those who are interested can join me at 3 p.m. And after that, on 16th, 18th and 20th, construction material and management will be conducted by Ankit sir. You can join my Telegram channel as well, that is Civil by Ansari sir. These are the star faculty of the BYJU'S Prep for Civil Department, and these are the courses running on BYJU'S Exam Prep for GATE 2022 as well as GATE Rank Up GATE for the practice and Vision 2023. Let us start with that. First of all, this is your GATE 2022, right? And time is actually running out. So now you are thinking that as per your capability, whatever you have covered, now what strategy you should adopt. Am I right? Be there with me in your conversation in the chat box so that I can read out your questions also, right? So now you are looking for some of the particular strategy. See, first thing I will tell you, as long as you know that what is the time available to you, it is nothing about just planning of your time. So I should say it is nothing about maximize your score with the available time and available resources. That's all. Instead of going or running haphazardly or in a random direction, just run in some particular direction to achieve that particular goal. So as I will say that, suppose if you have 75 days available, and I'm considering that if you are studying daily 10 hours, of course, if you are looking for this particular session, I believe that you have some determination towards GATE 2022 and you are desperate to achieve some good ranks or good marks in the GATE examination, isn't it? If it is so, then I'm expecting not less than 10 hours of the study from now, because already you know that 75 days is very less time period available for you. Now still, if you want to study less than 10 hours, it will be slightly difficult. Of course, if you have completed a lot of things, then it's good. But even though if you have completed more than 90% of your syllabus, then also I'll recommend to go for the 10 hours or more than 10 hours of study. Revise as much as you can. Now with the available time, what are the things you should look for? What are the things you should go for and you should look it up, right? So first thing, you have available days 75, and all 75 days you have some time available for your personal, like maybe for sleeping, for other things. After that, you have to decide or you have to take time for previous year's question solving. You need to solve all the previous year questions. So distribute this whole time for the whole 75 days. Single day, suppose if you have 24 hour, you have a time for your personal, then previous year question solving, and another part, whether you have completed your 50% of syllabus or 60% of syllabus, whatever the syllabus you have covered now. If you are not doing a proper revision, you already know that how you can retain that whatever you are studying, it is very difficult to retain, isn't it? So the revision is very important. I will tell you one thing. If you're thinking that only the coverage of syllabus is more than enough, I'm really sorry for that, because the formula how you can retain so much of syllabus content, no? So revision is very important. At the same time, why I'm saying that previous year questions, solving of previous year question is important, because then only you will come to know what kind of questions they are constructing from that particular concept or particular subject. So previous year question and revision is the most important part which you have to start right now. It is actually now, this is for, see, starting few slides are for all the branches, and after that I'll be taking example and I'll just go for the civil branch. So these starting things are, anyone can see what I believe generally, why this session is required. One should understand, just for motivation and some kind of guidance. See, you all are running for that particular goal. We are just curbing the sides, we are just curbing that in such a way that you will achieve the goal in a most appropriate way. Now, so previous year question and revision you cannot leave behind along with the test series, because test series is the kind of thing where do not go only whatever the marks you are achieving in the test series. It will provide you lot of different kind of benefits, not only the marks is also good, whether you are getting it or not, but at the same time whatever you are studying, how you will assess for the self assessment of whatever you have studied previously or whatever currently you are studying, whether you are able to approach the question, or there are a lot of benefits from the test series. I'm not going to into that particular part. Yes, but test series is very important, and you must go for the test series at least one in a 3 day or one in a one test series in a 2 day. Now, once again, I'm saying that your self-management depends. Maybe the test series you can go for. Suppose if the students has not covered the syllabus, those who have covered syllabus more than 70%, of course, they can afford to go for the test series from today itself. But if you have not covered the syllabus coverage is not good, then of course, I will recommend you can go for the test series. Not very late, but at least before 30 days of the examination, you should start the test series. So plan according to your coverage of the syllabus. If you have covered the syllabus less than 70%, yes, then you can, or more than 70%, you can start your test series right now. But as long as you have not covered your syllabus, you can delay a little bit. So the next important point, of course, is your coverage of syllabus. Between these all, you have to distribute your time of 75 days. That's all. This is the final word. Depending on the availability of the time. Now the 10 hours per day, total 750 hours if you have available. Now you know that what is the amount of the syllabus you have covered. Suppose for people who have not covered a very good amount of the syllabus, of course they are going to provide 6 hours daily for the coverage of syllabus. This one I'm just covering for the average people, those who have not completed lot of amount of the syllabus, right? The amount of syllabus they have covered maybe 50% till now, or 40% maybe due to some reason, or 60% maybe. So at least 6 hours you have to go for, or maybe less than that. You can go for 5 hours daily syllabus coverage only will be required. Along with that, 5 hours are now remaining in your hand. That 5 hours you distribute it for the test series, revision and previous year question. You can just prepare your timetable in such a way that 1 hour daily you are seeing all the previous year questions, daily 1 hour. Then of course test series, depending on whether you are attempting it for the particular subject or the whole, for the whole complete test series you are sitting for that. So depending on maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever the time period, you just allot it. Suppose I am allotting it 1 hour or maybe 1 hour average daily. Now still you have 3 hours left. Considering that daily you are going to study about 10 hours from now onwards, now 3 hours left behind. Distribute that, I'll say that now 8 hours, no, remaining 8 hours, total remaining 8 hours distribute for revision and syllabus coverage. If your coverage of syllabus is less, provide more, allot more time for coverage of syllabus. If syllabus of coverage is good, allot comparatively lesser time period. So maybe 6 hours here and 2 hours here, depending on your syllabus coverage. That's all. One last part you have to think about. After seeing all these points, there's one more very important point. Go for that also. Daily self-analysis. Whether you are doing it correct, whether you are proceeding in a correct path or not. That you can do when you are going for this, just after completion of the day, if you are going for sleep, just close your eyes and try to remember, try to recall it, whatever you have did, whatever you have covered today. Are you running with the plan or are you lacking with your plan? So first of all, your goal is get, you are planning for now next 75 days. That is total, I am considering with 10 hours daily study, 750 hours. Now all the 750 hours you are going to distribute it for these categories. Now daily basis, when you are going to the bed, before the bed, just you close your eyes and try to analyze and try to do the analysis whether you have appropriately covered everything or not. That's all. This is the most important part. So either you are preparing for last 75 days, last 90 days, whatever you are doing it is always with the available time and your capability and coverage of syllabus for that particular goal. That's all. Now there will be a question. Suppose the question will be, you can ask the question here also. I can read, completed my syllabus only 50%. No problem. Doing revision by question practice or by reading and studying formulas and concepts again. See, if you are thinking once again, this is one of the misconception. Only see, revision is already you are sitting for the test series, right? That what is the test series? Test series is also providing you the kind of revision. So this revision part is only for your theory and formula. Just you revise your concepts, revise your syllabus. Because already solving of previous year question is a kind of revision. Test series solution, if you are sitting for the test series, that is also your revision. So all the three are nothing but a kind of revision itself. They together, no, all the three, if you will combine together, they are going to enhance your capacity. That's all. Recalling capacity, approach capacity, then fighting ability for the question, right? They are not separate. They are actually collaborated. So you should not worry now. As long as you are solving you are allotting your time period for the previous year question and test series, you don't have to worry, because now revision you can go for your concepts as well as your formula revision. Now distribute your time. That's all. According to individual situation, you distribute your time. Then you go for the planning of next 75 days. If you are really determined, it is not a kind of examination where you can study just before one night stand. If you study for last night, you cannot, it is quite difficult, you cannot achieve anything. But still there is a hope. If you are really mad about something, of course you can get it. So still I will say that it is not late. I generally used to say that if you are really determined, hit it with a complete force, right? At last you will come to understand if this, either you will break the stone or you will able to understand whether I am going to break it or not. The decision point will be very clear at the end of the day. Now let me go for those who have not completed the syllabus. If the coverage of syllabus is less, then what you have to do? If the coverage of syllabus is less, then what you have to do? Acha, along with that coverage of syllabus and revision, if you are providing the time for those who have completed the syllabus for maybe around more than 60%, I will request one very special thing here, very special thing in your revision. Suppose if you have covered your syllabus, comparatively good amount of syllabus has been covered, and coverage of syllabus you are keeping around 4 to 5 hours, revision daily 1 hour or maybe daily 2 hours you provide for mathematics and aptitude. Mathematics and aptitude daily 1 hour, or 2 hours you provide it for mathematics and aptitude, because they are containing around 30 marks. Very huge amount of the marks they contain. Daily you provide that time. In a revision also you make a split up, and especially for the mathematics and aptitude, provide the time daily, right? Now I'm coming to the point where the people are there from the civil department. If they are asking if we have not covered the syllabus, I'll tell you one thing. If the coverage of syllabus is not good and still if you are thinking what I should do, whatever I told you in the previous slide, you plan it accordingly. At the same time, pick up the important chapters or important topics from particular subjects. Now it is your decision point. You need to pick it out because total complete coverage of the syllabus will be quite difficult from here onwards if you have covered a very less amount of the syllabus, right? Now you need to be a little bit smart here. This is the kind of previous 5 years of study. If you'll see, this is the strategy. So now along with the geotech, I'll tell 30 marks is of course from aptitude and math plus apti. Along with math and apti, if you'll see, geotech has very high weightage, then environment, then transportation, structure. So hydraulics also at FM also has nice weightage, although hydraulic machine has been removed. These are the important subjects first of all, including math and aptitude. First of all, you need to complete those subjects. Then for the particular sum of the subject, you select few of the topics. Then you plan it for next 75 days. So at least it will see. Now once again, it requires 2-3 days for you to do this analysis. After doing that analysis, only try to achieve that for the next 75 days. Now, suppose you have engineering mathematics. You already know that most of the questions from the past 5 years, if you'll go for it, this is the kind of graph. Suppose in this graph, you can see that mostly questions are coming from calculus, linear algebra, differential equation. So what you'll do, you will generally go for these topics first of all. Although for mathematics and aptitude, do not be selective. Go for the complete one because they contain a very huge marks, isn't it? Don't be selective for these subjects. They are not the subject. You should go for the selective portion. You should complete it. But although this kind of analysis will provide some of the idea, let me, instead of showing you all the graph, I'll show you one category. You just divide first of all the subject in few of the groups. Like first group, all the mathematics, environment, transportation, geotech and fluid mechanics. You know that it is having a very huge volume. Syllabus is very, very huge, right? They need lot of time. Then you have another group. In this group, except SOM, all other subjects are like, sometimes you can go for some selective portion, either RCC, irrigation, building material, CPM part or steel. But the third group is kind of railway airport is only 1.5 chapters. Surveying is also quite easy. Structure is very well bounded. Hydrology and aptitude is also very easy. So I am saying that this is the group with the large volume. You cannot leave it anything behind. This is the group with small volume and very nice way to achieve marks from this particular group. So I'll say do not leave it anything behind from here. If you want to be selective, you can be in this middle group. This is just I have provided. It is now once again it depends on you. Then as I was saying it to you, you can go for analysis of each and every subject and go for the important topic. As I told you, for the subject which is having more volume, do not leave anything behind. Like if you see for the soil mechanics, the weightage of foundation along with the deep foundation is too good. Foundation, consolidation, shear strength. Then first chapter, the three-phase system and all. Very important. Seepage and effective stress. So these are the most important chapters. You cannot leave anything behind. If you are not able to complete in that perspective, at least you can go for the selective portion also. No TE concept but don't know how to apply on numericals. I'm not started maths and apti still. Now can you please explain the strategy? Yeah, math and see, if you have not started, or I told you, so for those who have not started this strategy, you can adopt it. I'm giving it for you. For engineering mathematics, no, Divide it, all the topics you divide it, or chapters you divide it, and go for some of the most important chapters. That strategy you can adopt anytime. For that reason only I am showing you this graph as per your available time. First of all, I told you already, the volume, the subject which is having more volume, there's a chance that they will be asking more questions from that particular subject. So avoid selective situation from those subjects. But still, if you are running out of time, you can go for some of the selective part also. Are you getting my point? So these are the very important one. You cannot leave it anything behind. This is not required. Then for fluid mechanics, you already know that the weightage for the open channel flow is too good. Hydraulic machine, they have removed it. Then other portions you can go for the selective one if you don't have a time. So this kind of analysis will provide you a lot of confidence also for environment, which of the topic are needed, which of the topic they are asking mostly. From the treatment of water they are asking, from wastewater, then so just I have removed, right? From structural analysis, most of the questions from past few years, it has been observed from truss, then force method, displacement, indeterminacy. Although in structure, no need to avoid and go for the selective one. Very well bounded syllabus you have. As long as somewhere, see, structural dynamics are not asking anything. So now if you have a very well bounded syllabus, then you cover it completely. For strength of material also, you can go for complete coverage of the syllabus. For RCC pre-stress, yeah, here you can go for some selective portion if you have not covered it yet. Then for surveying, don't leave anything behind, cover it all. Except suppose if you are feeling some uncomfortable zone is, yes, remote sensing, yes, you can just read some basic things, because remote sensing is kind of not bounded one. They can ask any question. Sometimes they have asked that LIDAR, and also they have asked, so it is like kind of not, we cannot say that what kind of questions they'll be asking. But other than that, all the topics are very well bounded. You can just cover it completely. For highway also, you have very, almost well bounded. Of course, from that traffic engineering, if you are feeling that highway is quite easy. Pavement design only, if you are getting stuck somewhere, you can just avoid some portion. Other than that, geometric design, traffic engineering are quite good. You should cover it. For irrigation also, yeah, in irrigation also, some of the portions recently they have removed from the previous year, if you'll see the syllabus one. Then you can go for the selective portion from the irrigation, but not from the highway and all. They are very nice, they have very nice huge volume. But from irrigation you can go for some selective portion. Hydrology you should not go for selective one, complete it. Then as I told you, from past few years they're asking question from railway airport. One question you can expect, one maximum two, but not more than one question you can expect. It is only 1.5 chapter. Why you will leave geometric design and basic granuling? That's all. Geometric design and basic granuling. Then why you will leave it behind? Cover it. One or two questions they can ask you from the engineering mechanics. You already know the single degree of freedom and some frictional concepts or contact stress problems they're asking. Just cover those things. Still, yes, you can go for some selective things only if you have not covered yet. Plastic analysis, of course, you cannot leave it behind. You need to cover it first. Then this group you remember, the group which I am providing it to you, please do remember according to your available time, according to your coverage of syllabus. Please understand, you cannot leave anything behind from here, because very huge volume, 14 marks, 13 marks, or maybe 13 marks. Transportation you can go for 9 marks, or maybe geotech you can go for 13 marks. Fluid mechanics you can go for 9 marks, like that. So this first group is having lot of. So now for the 75 days available, as per your capacity, what is the coverage of syllabus, you divide your time according to your coverage of syllabus. That's all. Yeah, railway, just I told only 1.5 chapter from railway airport. One chapter, that is geometric design from railway, and half chapter that is from airport, basic and that's all. Yes, this PPT I will share in our Telegram, in my Telegram channel. Just after completion of this class, I'll share this PPT in my Telegram channel. So now from today onwards, if you really can provide time and distribute and manage your time accordingly, yes, you can do it in this 75 days. You can maximize your score. Remember, it is not only about study, it is about the complete management, right? Previous year question don't leave behind, revision don't leave behind, whether you are liking it or not. And I guarantee that even if you practice for the next 20 days also, no, you just practice for 10 to 12 hours study time period. You keep on studying for next 20 days, and you'll feel that you're feeling comfortable now. You'll get the confidence that okay, I will be able to do it in next 1 week. Maybe next 1 week, 10 days, if you'll just work hard for the 10-12 hours daily, if you can study. First of all, you do the analysis, prepare the plan, and next 10 to 12 hours, if you can study 10 to 12 hours daily for the next 10 to 12 days, you will get the confidence. And if you have any doubt, of course, you can reach me in my Telegram channel. That's all for the day. Thank you, everyone. If you have any doubt, if you are facing any trouble, please ask me question in my Telegram channel. Thank you.